That is almost certainly too loud. Looking at those spikes. Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm Loomis, and we're back to Bloodborne. Where's the volume selector? There we go, that's the one. Let's try about there. So how are we all doing? Last time we reached Old Yharnam and got mowed down by automatic artillery piece. So I'm expecting a lot more of that this session. Maybe I'll stock up on supplies before I head out there again. How many blood vials can I buy? Man, blood vials are expensive. I feel like I'd be better off going to the early areas and farming them, where they drop them a lot. But hey, let's go take a look around here first until we run out. Hunters of hunters dressed as crows to suggest sky burial. Farm souls too to buy blood vessels. I mean, there's that as well, yeah. So I could put them into levels and use that to need less soul vessels, but we can just buy our way through. We'll just give blood to all the people we encounter to show our kind souls. How are you doing, Burzum? How's your day going? This world is peaceful, its inhabitants kind. You're awake against your will. I mean... Isn't it always thus for all of us? Did somebody wake you up, or are you just unable to sleep? Woke yourself up? I've been waiting for a phone call for like 36 hours now. And my nerves are shot. I hate talking on phones, and I've been trying to keep myself psyched up for this for so long. I'm so highly strung you could use me as a piano. Blood gemstone. Oh, that one's a different shape. I wonder if that means it does something cool. Guess we'll find out next time we're at base. Yeah, my doctor was supposed to call either yesterday or today, but I'm starting to think that they've forgotten about it. Like, the receptionist told me they'd call yesterday about my medical certificate. But I checked up and the certificate doesn't run out until today, so there'd be no reason for them to call me until today. So I figured they just gave me the wrong day. But, I've still not had that phone call. And I expect it to be in the morning, so I think they've just forgotten. Kill the gunner? Not yet. Wow. Nope, the gunner is still very much alive. I want to say what a jerk, but I'm pretty sure I'm the bad guy here. Are we alright? I mean, yeah. The actual phone call itself is just for a check-in, so I'm not expecting anything out of the ordinary from it. It's just... I really hate talking on the phone. And knowing that I could get the call at any moment is just... gets me worked up, you know? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to walk around to the GP's office after the stream and tell them, you know, I didn't get my call. What's going on? What are my blood echoes doing up here? This is nowhere near where I died. I understand how the recovery system works in this one. Whoop. Come forth, Spectre. Show me what grim fate awaits me. I'm not sure if it's easier or harder to recover your stuff in this game compared to Dark Souls. I mean, usually the souls are earlier, so I guess they're easier to get to, but they appear all over the place. In Dark Souls, you know where they are. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't do a lot of just running through them, so I guess I'm usually capable. It doesn't tend to be the enemy that killed me that has them, it's one that I've already defeated. So far I've not found that I can't kill them. See, this is what happens when you feed seagulls bread. Looks like I'm running through Aberdeen. Nah, too red. Aberdeen is Pewter City. ow, 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 ow! Gothic architecture, giant burbs, insane junkies. When you put it that way, I can see it. Aberdeen's generally not as run down as this, though. At least, I mean, the people, perhaps, are a lot like this, but Aberdeen takes care of its buildings. It understands what's important. Take me to old Aberdeen at some point. Should you, though? Should you? It's got the old buildings. Okay. So the kinds of Aberdeen that I've not seen yet. Garden estate. That sounds nice. Stop it! Stop it! I don't think he should be able to fire at this angle. It's too close. Too far down. He's probably customized it, though. Getting smart with his gunnery. Big hill that feels like you're out in the countryside. Ooh. I've not seen your current place, have I? It does sound nice. Sounds more like my kind of place. I suppose where I live is kind of weird. It's not like I live on a farm or anything. I'm in an urban area, but this is Midlands okay. This is Midlands okay. Midlands UK. You know, you walk for 5 minutes and you're in the middle of farms. You walk for another 5 minutes and you're in the middle of a town. I could just leave him and have him shooting at me forever. I don't want to spend the rest of the game with a hail of bullets coming down at me. Get over that edge!
I should think you still have dreams. Well, the next time you dream, give some thought.
The gun points the other way. I mean, this is one of the times when we're going to argue about spoilers. I don't know where I'm meant to be going from there. I thought I was probably going up that path where the other hunter was. That's blatantly in his line of fire. Like, it looks like there's 3 paths from there. So yeah, I don't know how or when he's going to dare to fire at me again. Nonetheless, as a general rule, I don't like leaving enemies behind me. I mean, what guarantee do I have that he's gonna stay there? He could have gun batteries everywhere for all I know. And I suppose if he does, I probably should leave him so I could experience all the other horrors, but... Hey. Oh, there goes those souls. Oh well, wasn't a lot. Hi, Miki. How are you doing? You having a good afternoon? Yeah, I think this is probably going to be a dying a lot session. My brain is kind of fried. Real life stuff's been stressing me out just a little bit. You have those days where you just like, oh, my head is going to explode. And I'm too stressed to do any of the things that will unexplode my head. Like, I was downstairs for a while earlier trying to get some food. I was like, I need food so that I've got energy so that my head doesn't burst open. But all this food looks so hard. So yeah, that's how I am today, in a little more detail than you probably need. Worrying about things that don't need to be worried about, you know what I'm like. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. You know, when I don't get much sleep, I get worked up about stuff. I mean, I'm not a fan of running through when I don't know where I'm going. I guess I do know the way to where that guy is. I could maybe sprint my way there. In theory, I like that I'm building up souls on my way there, so that I can potentially... So if I get stuck in him for long enough, I can potentially level up a bunch. And also, these guys drop these blood gemstones, which are really cool. But, you know, if I'm dying on my way through... then... saving up the souls doesn't really work. Leave the hard to make food for days when you can be creative. Yeah, no, I wasn't worrying about the hard to make food. I was like, do I really have the mental energy to put water into this pot noodle? Or to go and get the cereal out of the cupboard? Not today, I don't think. I'll just starve instead. John K., how are you doing? How's your day going? Maybe I could just be running through all of this, I don't know. Since I do know where I'm going, and it's not really any huge threats along the way. This area is kind of a pain to get to. Let's see if we can sprint through this. These guys can't climb ladders, right? Oh, these guys can climb ladders. That's probably gonna need dealing with. What? How did that not hit them? They should have gone clean over. Ah! Oh my gosh. Spurs, why did you talk me into running through? I've been tricked. I've been fooled. It was all lies. Running through was the worst thing I could have done. Excuse me, sir? Okay. Fighting on this ledge is a farce. Are you coming back up? Or just staying down there? Seems worth it to you. I think this has officially taken longer than it would just to kill them, but sure. I need a cooperate to just rage and you'll be there. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's had enough. This was as ridiculous to him as it was to me. This is an embarrassment that we won't mention again. Oh. Ah, crap!
I think you still have dreams. Well, the next time you dream, give some thought.
Yeah, I don't think sprinting up and shoving him off the cliff is going to pay off there. Turns out he's got a gun. Zaps, not crabs. Nikki, I'm sorry. But also, you might want to hold off on those zaps because I'm going to try running through and, you know... You might need to ration them, is all I'm saying. You might start to run out of batteries for that taser. Do tasers run on batteries? I guess they must, right? This just feels like a weird idea. Ah! The surprise guy surprised me. Like, do you replace the batteries, or do you charge them up? Has anyone ever lost a life or death fight because they forgot to charge their taser? That's a question I don't want to know the answer to be honest. Are you guys coming up? I can see myself, if I was relying on a taser for my safety, I can see myself getting injured because I forgot to charge the battery. Go on, down you go. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. When I didn't get souls after he went over the edge, I thought, as he survived, is he going to be climbing up this ladder in a few seconds? Oh, I think we got him, though. GG, guys. I mean, unless he landed on somebody and that's what those souls were. No? I can't use the Gatling gun? But I ran through it all. I left a load of enemies behind me. That's disappointing. What are those? What are what, Miki? You mean these? They are messengers. You can write a message on a bit of paper and give it to these guys, and they show up in other people's worlds to say that message. Ah! Buzz, why? What am I being zapped for? What have I done? I won, Buzz, I won! Murder. He opened fire on me with a Gatling gun. I think I have a fairly good self-defense case. Alright. There's actually 4 directions I can go from here, because I forgot about this secret path until now. Alright, what you got for me? Although I think I'm above one of the other paths. Okay. Welcome to Anor Londo, guys. Madman's knowledge. Yeah, I'd probably go mad if I was standing up here for too long myself. Oh, did Gunman drop any? Oh, I don't know. I should probably go check out his corpse. I didn't automatically get anything. Nothing went direct into my inventory. Quick question. How do I get back to where I was? Can I survive that? I can probably survive that. Yeah. Is this... yeah, this is back here. Okay. Well, Buzz, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Quit and reload. Okay. See, it'll appear at its... oh, okay. It's a key item. So I'd be kind of stuck if I couldn't get it, huh? Plot important item fell outside of the map and is floating in the air where I can never possibly get to it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was playing Skyrim today. Not supposed to knock him off? Seemed like a valid strategy to me. I don't know, you see an enemy stood at the edge of a cliff, you knock him off. But I had a pretty good strat. Pin him in place with the Molotov and then getting close and shove him off the edge. Look, if FromSoft didn't want me to knock him off, they should have put up some railings. This one is not on me. I played Dark Souls. I knocked the Taurus Demon off the edge. I don't think I actually knocked the Taurus Demon off the edge, to be honest, but I've seen other people do it. Powder Keg Hunter Badge. They want me to fall off. Well, I mean, fair's fair. If I can fall, he can fall. He's a hunter, not a monster. When you fight a hunter, you fight on equal terms. Okay, this one's closed, so I can't go that way. I mean, maybe if they didn't want him to fall, they could have... I don't know. Give him a grappling hook so he can climb back up. Like, I'd rage at that, but, I'd also accept it. Oh, freaking ghost scared the heck out of me. Can we get you down? No? Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, okay. It looks like there's so many places to go from here. I'm glad I got rid of that guy, because I think I'm going to be exploring for a while. Ah, no! I don't understand what I've done wrong! I maintain my strategy was valid. Okay, I guess I can't get through there. Maybe I get back from there? So we've got the ladder up, and it looks like we can climb down here. If I can make that jump and not immediately fall off, which I'm sure I can't. The iconic finishing move. Wait! I'm here? I don't deserve this persecution. I've got enough problems. I've just discovered that there was a ladder that shortcutted past everything this whole time and I never saw it. Although I'm not convinced I like my odds of climbing down this ladder while the Gatling gun fires at me, but still. I could have been going this way this whole time. It would have been a lot quicker. Ah, no! Okay, I pulled it back. Why does this game use Dark Souls 1 jumps? That's outdated tech. This game is so backwards. I should have played it before Dark Souls 2. It's not advanced enough. This game's not advanced enough for my tastes. These clumsy old-fashioned games. You guys let me play the old games with the old jumping tech, then a game with the new jumping tech, then a game with the old jumping tech, and I've got a game with the new jumping tech next. My poor brain is going to be Swiss cheese by the end of this. Wonder if I'm dead? It looks like there's a path out. You love that outfit? Thanks, Miki. I picked it carefully. Wanted the hat so you could see the face. There's a door here. I don't think I'm dead. I think this probably leads back to that, lot of odd fatal falls. Oh, okay. Ones that look like you should be able to survive by instant death because you're not meant to go that way. I assume this is probably going to lead to that other platform I saw. The one that you can get, that it looked like you couldn't go down, but you could get back from. Ooh, this fellow's a little bigger than standard fare. The bigger they are, the bigger they fall. Extraordinary size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue. The cursed champion falls. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. You can open chests in this one. Chests seem to be very rare in this one. But I found the odd chest that can be opened. A victory. Perhaps a turning point. So I got some cool upgrade stuff. I mean, I'll need to get back to base to see if it's any good. I mean, I suppose I can look at it in my inventory. I can't do anything with it, though. Man, I've got a ton of these. The regular enemies drop them. They mostly drop crap ones, but I've noticed that occasionally they drop better ones, so it's random to some extent. Oh, that's good. Charge attacks up. I use charge attacks constantly. And plus 0.4% is a massive upgrade of damage. That's actually absolutely worthless. I don't know why I got excited about that! It does have more physical attack up than any of the other ones I've seen, though. Thrust attack up. I don't think I really use that. It's a different shape, though. I don't really know what that means. Does it go in different slots? The gun uses different shapes to the regular ones, I think. Yeah, that one's more damage and more charge damage. But I'd have to replace my my healing over time rune. I mean, this one is really vital. Look how quickly that health is ticking up. It really turns the tide. I look like the Undertaker. Yeah, I can see that. Look at that, I've got blood all over my face. This is what happens when you don't wear a mask. Oh, firearm? Oh, firearm. The gun I call my own. What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is made by the, well, at least the group that the other guy belonged to. I'm getting the impression there's like lots of different groups of hunters, each with their own theme. There's Holy Church hunters, oh, sorry, Healing Church hunters, powder kegs. I assume there's more. I think those are the only two I've encountered, but it feels like a thing. The only trick weapon with an attached gun. Okay, so you can counter with this. This thing looks so stupid when it's not extended. Okay, so the blade kind of just folds over the gun. And then when you activate it, it turns into a bayonet. This is cool, I like this. Oh, so it's got sweep... I was expecting it to be a stabbing weapon, but it's got sweeping attacks a lot like the axe. And you can do counters with it as well? I think this weapon's worth a real try. I'll be sad to lose that spin move, though. What you looking at? Red moon hangs low and beasts rule the streets. We're left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders. Wonderful, really. Those with faith will be spared. Ooh. Outfit. So I need to figure out which group I owe allegiance to. I feel like the ancestor would be all about the blasphemous powder kegs. We've kind of killed all the ones that we've met, though, so maybe not. It does lead back here. Nice. Interesting. I should just try that real quick. Yeah, I've got two sets of... Oh. It's both called Hunter Garb, but... Oh, this one without the cape. I was one to stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. Oh. Okay. I think this is meant to be the same outfit as this, just burned crimson? Product of the scourge of the beast that once plagued old Yharnam and culminated in the town's fiery cleansing. The cape's dampness makes it highly resistant to fire. Wearers of this attire hunting down victims of the scourge who survive the raging flames and the stench of singed blood. Okay, so the gloves that I got are the same. Probably sell one copy of those then. Don't like those boots. We'll try the burn set for a while, though. Not sure how I feel about that collar. Okay, I guess we're done here? Just need to press on down this way? Try out my new bayonet. What? Oh. I think I've been spotted. Can I... Yeah, I guess I could climb down from there. So I was up there. Okay, so if I dropped down from there, I would have ended up here. I'm honestly not sure what's going on down there. Cold Blood Dew, my favorite drink. This doesn't look like the fight I want to try out my new weapon in. Whoa, what the... Oh, hello. Yeah, please all gather here so I can kill you without dropping down into the middle of you all. This is where the pro strats are. Whenever possible, hunt monsters from the other side of a fence. This is the true way of the hunter. Max Tireless, hi, how are you doing? Having a good day? Okay, I don't think I'm getting that last one. Are there still any down there, or did they all climb up to die? Watch me die from this fall now. Okay, no, that's fine. Oh. Hello, sir. that a different name? DS Metacritic 84. Wait, this game got a an 84 or? Guess I'm exploiting some mechanics today. I've been told I was cheating for kicking a mini-boss off of a ledge. All those enemies and none of them dropped anything. Upgrade materials though. Nice. Okay, so oh. Are there more coming? Yeah, of course there are. Okay, so I think I'm almost back where I started. I don't know if there's any more doors along here. I guess not. They crucified one of the beasts up there. Looks like some sort of bat monster. Oh man, there's an altar over there. I'm gonna have to do something with the altar, and the moment I pick it up, this bat is gonna come to life and fight me. Oh no, because I can just walk on. Come to the right place. Ritual blood. One of the basic ingredients used to satiate a holy chalice is this incoagulable blood. When all is melted in blood, all is reborn. Incoagulable. So it's blood that always stays wet. Is this way a dead end? Getting my fish and chips. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, maybe you can have a few of my fish and chips. Just leave me alone. You know, I've got a heck of a lot of antidotes that I could probably have used while I was slow poisoned. Wait, is this... I hope this goes where I think it goes. Otherwise I'm gonna have to go down and go the other way because... yeah, shortcut. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back and spend these souls since I've got a good pile of them. I've opened some shortcuts now. I don't have a guy shooting at me. Oh, I bet there's new stuff in the shop, because I got the powder kegs crest. I think that's how you unlock new items in the shop. You know, it occurs to me, since there's no hollowing and no human versus not human and stuff like that, this game actually has the most generous death system in the Soulsborne series, right? It's the only one with no consequences to dying at any point other than leaving your souls behind. At least so far. Maybe later on I'll find out how to use my insight to go super sane or something. This is my normal self. And this is me when I'm super sane. And this is a super sane who's gone beyond a super sane. Could just call it a super sane 2. Throw Molotov cocktails behind you. That's an interesting mechanic. I think that's probably more PvP than regular combat. Oh, I can afford that if I want to spend everything that I've got. Rifle spear, stake driver, that's new. The retired hunter juror. Violently drives thick stakes into the flesh of foes. High damage critical attacks, but is different to use and leaves its wielder wide open. But none of this should bother a mere powder keg. Interesting. It's weird that the powder kegs, the black arm specialist, only seem to have melee weapons. I've not got any powder keg guns. I mean, unless you count the rifle spear, I suppose. So much stuff I want to buy. Let me get that, and then I have it for whatever future times I need it. Also, didn't I have some stuff I wanted to sell? I've got some duplicate outfit pieces. Sure hope it doesn't turn out that there's a use for having more than one of the same ones. Oh yeah, you absolutely want to upgrade one to defend against fire and the other to defend against lightning. Charge attack on there. Okay, I'm looking forward to trying this rifle spear anyway.
Welcome. What is it? Over time, the graves here, it all seems so long ago now.
Did you say that before?
Over time, countless hunters have visited this
I
stream.
think that's new.
The graves here stand in their memory. It all seems so long ago now. Farewell, good hunt.
I'd say I don't know about countless, but I think there's a lot more graves out there. Outside this cornered off section. There's not actually that many graves in the places you can get to. I guess the graveyard proper is down that road. Tomb of the Gods. I hope I'm not meant to already have that, since I've got the blood to use in it. Suppose I've got the key to go to the cathedral now. Maybe the chalice is there. It's like I could have gone there sooner. Okay. Fasten the axe doesn't do as much damage. Yeah. Trying to get the I don't think it's got quite as much reach as the axe does either. Oh, he was dead. Not as much reach or stopping power. But I suppose that's the price you pay for having the built-in gun. Can't counter with the axe. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Yeah, I think it's going to be a situational thing. If I'm countering enemies, I want the gun. If not, I want the axe. Okay. Hi. Oh, hi. I made some friends. How long ago was this place burned down that the bodies are still smoking? I guess they'll probably never stop smoking? Oh, that's a lot of bloodstones. Oh. I get some upgrades out of this. Grants short-lived beasthood. Coagulated beast blood banned by the healing church. Being apart the flesh of one's enemies and being rained upon by the splattering blood invigorates one's sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoric feeling alike. Okay, well my character would obviously be all about that. I feel like I should save it for a special occasion. Well then again, I guess I can farm them. Open from this side. The phantoms somehow seem more real in this than they do in the Dark Souls games. Maybe it's the lighting? I don't remember being fooled by them as much as I am in this one. In this one I see them running at me and I think they're an enemy. In Dark Souls they're very clearly ghosts from the moment you spot them. I wish I had some guns, some bullets right now. Ah, what the? What? Did you hit it on the fence behind you on your swing? Or can you just not throw Molotov cocktails up? What is that all about? What is going on there? Oh. Oh. Ah, I wanted to try my beast blood pellet on you. But oh well. We'll do this instead. Oh, okay. Unleash the beast! It lasts longer when you attack things, but you don't actually turn into like a big monster or anything cool. You just kind of glow a little. Oh, wait, am I... The bar disappeared. Have I still got it going? Oh, do I have to charge the bar all the way up to actually turn into a beast? Because judging by how much stuff you get from it, charging it all the way up is difficult. Hmm. Can hear you. Ah. This is the problem with the old town. Nobody here uses bullets. I want to reload my rifle spear. Remember hidden path? Okay. I guess this is the hidden path. That's the entrance. This is a reverse shortcut. Wait, have I been here before? Yeah, okay, I remember now. I dropped down from up there and I ended up in a place where there were some items. And then there was like a door that I couldn't get through, I think. That must have been this one here. So this is the shortcut back to safety. Fire paper. Oh, maybe I can drop down there to get in now. That might also be a shortcut out. Oh no. I need more stamina. Definitely need to work on my stamina. Just as soon as there starts being cool stuff in the shop, I'm gonna level up the heck out of my stamina. Oh, finally, some bullets. This is getting ominous. A load of bullets and then some bold hunter's marks. Escape tools. When you start finding, you know, health and ammo. Game. Oh. Oh. I'm back here. Need to watch out for big round rooms. I smell a boss fight. Summon sign. Boss fight confirmed. Oh, you are an enemy. I thought you were a rock. Oh, okay. Hi. Fighting noob killer? I sure hope not. Because I'm a noob, you see. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh. Hi, Wildcard. How are you doing? Oh, I got him. Do the thing, do the thing! Nope, too late. I keep thinking that's not gone through. You think if it was blood-starved, it'd be less dangerous, right? Hungry things not normally at their best? time. I think I've missed that. I'm wasting all of my counters. I don't know the half of it yet. I guess every other boss that I've faced has had multiple forms. Ooh. I probably should have saved my bullets for its more dangerous forms, but hey, I might not be reaching them if I don't go all in now. Yeah, if this is the noob killer, he's got to have other stuff going on, because so far this is way easier than Father Gascoigne. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was something. I'd say I should equip some antidotes, but to be honest, it's not like I would have had chance there to use it. Nobody gets noob killer first go. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten... Maybe I got the Cleric Beast first go? To be honest, I've not fought that many bosses yet. I can't make sweeping statements about how many I've done first go. Okay, that didn't seem that bad. Let's head back out there and see what I'm missing. What is this thing? Oh, is that a Titanite demon? A Titanite bug? I think it must have been. Interesting. Okay. Can I remember the way back to that shortcut I found? Probably not, because I thought it was over there. Mind you, I don't have any bullets this time. Mostly I equipped it to see what it did and then unequipped it. I thought it was going to be like the binoculars that would let you zoom in and see enemies from a distance, but as far as I can tell, all it does is put you into first person. It's a monocle, not a monocular. Not as useful for scouting as I thought it might be. I suppose I could probably remove it. Yeah, it says monocular, and it looks like a monocular, but the point of a monocular is to zoom things in, and it doesn't do that. Unless maybe it's one of these maybe it's a jeweler's monocular. Oh, that's not how you zoom. How do you zoom? So I hit a whole bunch of buttons and I couldn't get it to zoom. If it zooms, it's useful. I can use it to spot enemies from a distance. But yeah, I can't. If it zooms, I can't figure out how to do it. What item did I get from the chest earlier? Oh, the one on the side road? I don't remember. I think it was a gemstone. One of the ones that you plug into weapons. I keep forgetting I can make temporary bullets. I think it was the one I got that increases charging attack. What build am I going for? I don't really know. I'm exploring as I go along. Strength-ish, I guess, since I quite like this axe. I'm thinking once I get more guns, I might want to put stuff into guns. I really like the counter system, but I never have any bullets. Have at you! Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh. Leave me alone. I need to heal. It's not going as well as last time. Why was that not a visceral? He was down. Oh boy. Well, I'm already in a lot of trouble. Well, I mean, I've never played this game before, so I don't know what builds there are. And playing through it the first time, the last thing I want to do is look up or be told how to build an optimum character. That is zero fun. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play it this way. Well, maybe not have to, but I'm gonna want to. If I get stuck, I'll just level up some more. Just like all the other Dark Souls games, it's an RPG. If you get stuck, just level up. There's no real challenge in it. They're just RPGs. It's like playing Final Fantasy. They're just for kids. I don't suppose there's any items in this arena, is there? Doesn't look like there is. Could have done with some bullets or some, Wait, I've still got those temporary bullets, haven't I? Ah, come on. He was stunned and he still killed me. My first strength build, I guess. I'm using strength for now because I like the strength weapons, but I think later I want to go into guns. Dark Souls 2 build was hilarious. My Dark Souls 2 build was excellent. 99 int is the way to go. You don't need other stats, okay? When you've got 99 int, you're smart enough to find your victory with any stats. That's where the big brain plays are. Alright, let me get some souls together and hopefully buy myself a nice stack of blood vessels and quicksilver bullets. I suppose I've got some cold blood too I could use as well. Forgot about this guy. Oh boy. I forgot I wasn't using my axe and I didn't have the spin move. That could have gone better if I'd remembered what weapon I was carrying. Still, I got a lot of bullets out of that. But yeah, it looks like the, it seemed like the Blood Beast is very vulnerable to being countered. Which weapon am I using? At the moment I've got the rifle spear, and I've also been using the trick axe. How are you doing, Inferno? Having a good day? Good to hear. The axe has been carrying me really well so far, but I kind of want to learn this weapon because it's got a... I think it's the only long weapon where you can still use your gun. And it seems like every boss in this game is pretty much entirely about counters, at least so far. Makes you want to buy axes again? In the game or in real life? Enjoying Bloodborne? Yeah, I think so. Kind of sick of the city, to be honest. Starting to feel like the walls are closing in. Hopefully I'll get to go more interesting places later. But I like the combat system. It's a bit more quick paced than Dark Souls. Yeah, I feel like if I was playing Dark Souls, I'd have gone to like 5 different areas by now. There'd have been a church and a swamp. Some kind of forest, probably. The most recent real boss was Father Gascoigne. I've beaten Cleric Beast, Father Gascoigne, and the guy with the Gatling gun, who wasn't technically a boss, but certainly felt like one. I know I've technically been to other areas. There's like this housing quarter, and then I've been to the cathedral area and Old Yharnam. But to be not to sound like too much of a country boy or anything, but to be honest, all these city places look the same to me. The aqueduct was the most interesting area I've been to. Jura? Oh, is that his name? Oh, okay, because I saw one of the trick weapons was crafted by a guy named Jura from the powder kegs, and I wasn't sure if it was the same guy. Wait, is there an item there? There is. Nice. Yeah, I've just had my, second fight against the Bloodstained Beast. And I am out of vials and bullets. I'm trying to get some more. Yeah, I'm liking what I've seen of the lore so far. Oh. Probably should have used that blood vial. I need to get used to this spear having less stopping power than the axe. You can't just power through enemies. But yeah, I guess this game does capture the Victorian experience of cities are dark and smoky and cramped, and you just can't get out of them. There's no escape. I'll probably get the souls to pay back if I use a couple of vials. Ow. Like I've read about in the Victorian, you think cities are polluted now? Back in the Victorian era, you couldn't see the sun because there was that much thick smoke. A different kind of pollution, I guess. But yeah, this is what I imagine a Victorian city to look like. Oh, oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I want to get the hang of this spear, but it's feeling really tough. I'm used to the axe just stunning everything, giving me time to lay into them. Also those spin attacks. back to where I was. Yeah, I guess I'm finding it the same. I can't get used to the spear, but I want to because it's got the gun built in. I want those parries. I'm trying to use them situationally, but it's mostly just making my brain melt. Maybe it'd be easier if there were really different weapons. If I was using the axe next to the, I don't know, the cane? Maybe my brain could get the idea of them being different. But because they're both cutting pole weapons, my brain forgets that they're not the same thing. Yeah, I really like the look of the rifle spear. The whole bayonet thing. I've tried both the saw weapons. I didn't like them much, but I've not really used them with any seriousness. Mostly I put them away because I felt like they looked really silly. Gotta get that fashion born. Same for the Kirk hammer. If I could have the sword with no hammer, I'd quite like it, but the hammer looks very silly. I mean, I can see it being very good against big enemies. I don't think it's great against regular enemies. It's doing about the same damage as my axe at the same level, and the axe is a lot easier to hit with. But against the big ones, you could probably just smash them down. Maybe I should try it against the blood-starved beast. The clank of its charged R2 made your day. I can see that. Come on, somebody come and get me. Oh, thought he was going to attack faster.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Inferno, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the failings. Alright, this is probably enough souls. There's a teleport point at the end of this bridge, isn't there? A bonfire. Lamppost? What are they called in this one? See if we can get there and see how many blood vials we can afford to buy. Oh right, I unequipped my rocks because they were in the way when I was fighting the blood-starved beast. Oh well, they're just werewolves, we can go in on them, right? No, come on, just one more hit. Okay. GG, easy. Oh wow, those werewolves had a lot of blood vials. Which I guess confirms that they're werewolves and not just, I don't know, dogs? Dogs don't normally carry around needles? Alright, who's behind me? I hear you. Oh, there's birds everywhere. Yep, they're what really scare me there. Oh, go on then, I'll spend one of my blood vials. Unless you're refilling needles from their blood? Maybe? Cosmetically, I feel like it looks as though you're finding vials. Because if it was like an Estus, like with the Estus flask, you've just got the one flask that you refill. I don't know. Part of my brain is telling me that if it was just one vial that you were refilling, then you'd have like a vial meter or something. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe, yeah, maybe you can just find blood off of anything. Guess it's just that you've collected blood off of their corpse. Okay, yeah, I guess we go try the boss again. That's what we needed. I guess if I find a blood vial on an actual doggo, then I'd know. Unless you can't use, maybe you can't use dog blood though. Maybe it has to be person blood. I don't really know how the blood mechanics work. I mean, I'm supposed to be purifying my blood, I think. Based on the brief and not very explained cutscene at the start of the game. Sufficient doses of Yharnam blood is supposed to cure my pale blood, I think? Which may be why I'm not having any symptoms currently. Down there? Yeah, this ledge. I mean, I was assuming that this was like medicinal blood produced in the clinics and stuff that people are using to jab themselves with. good blood, as they call it. But man, if we're just grabbing blood off of random people and jabbing it into ourselves, I don't think that's hygienic, to be honest. I think that's how you get several diseases. I think most doctors would recommend against that. Oh, hello. Come on, bug. Give me that titanite. Nice. One 1995. Hi, how you doing? Yep, Bloodborne. The real thing. Okay. So, gonna try... I've got 20 bullets, gonna try and counter this thing to death. Let's see how this works out for me. Also, gonna pop one of these, I guess. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That was not the counter button. Oh. Susie Skinflaps. Nice name. I like it. Excellent start. Wasted a whole bunch of bullets. And a little bit of health. But now we're going. I've warmed up. I think that's my blood pellet already worn off. To be fair, I can see why they'd have their HUD up. Why was that not a visceral though? Please stop. Come on, I just need some time to balance myself. Could you settle down for one moment? Secretly a machine. Not a very good machine, but sure. Rifle spear parries? Is the rifle spear hard to parry with? Should I not be doing that? It was going good until I got hit once and then I lost it. Weapons like the rifle spear hard to parry with. Yeah, maybe the pistol would be easier? I don't know. I mean, the pistol advertises itself as being faster to fire. But the rifle spear, I've already got it in my hands pointed at the enemy. How can it be faster than that? Played too much Dance Dance Revolution. I'll tell you what, a while back when I was into the Wii Fit, one of the exercise games on there is like a game, it's like a marching band game. You've got to march in time to the beat while hitting different prompts with your controller. I had a really hard time getting along with the beat. I could more or less hit it with like pause and OKs. But getting the spot on things, I just could not do. My brain could not comprehend the idea of moving in time to music. Until I told my brain, pretend that you're in combat, and if you get the timing right, you do double damage. And instantly I could do it. Ow! Do you mind? I had to pretend that the game was a game. And then I could get my brain around it. This boss is the parry teacher. Oh. Never parried any boss? I feel like the bosses would be a lot harder not parrying. But I don't know, maybe that's just because I tried to get into parrying early in this game. I didn't parry at all in Dark Souls 2. Because I was using my offhand for spells. Yeah, double dance damage. But for this one, after Phoenix convinced me to make a character based on the narrator, the ancestor. I mean, the ancestor's pistol is its iconic item, right? So I had to get good at parrying. That's what this character's all about. I forgot to change my weapon though, so I'm not parrying just yet. Oh no, I do have my weapon out. Never mind. Those are my marbles. This is what I mean, the weapons are too similar. Nope. I'm not sure if you can parry the middle hit of a combo, even if they don't hit you with the first one. Okay. Try this again. Yeah, the Darkest Dungeon guy. We made him look as much like that as we could. This is what the ancestor did on his holidays. Oh, okay, never mind. Didn't think I'd got him that one. Does he only stop... Is this technically his second form? Seems like once he does that thing where he sprays black water mist everywhere, he suddenly starts poisoning. That made the counter noise and I didn't get a counter. I am outraged. I've been robbed. I don't know if counters are weapon-based, though, Buzz. Because you do it with your bare hands. Oh. Can't see. Thank you, camera angles. No! Please, no. I almost had it! Stop! Just for 3 seconds! Guys, I think I reached his third form. Thanks for the good luck one. Whew. Yeah, he definitely gets more aggressive as it goes on. Counter scales with skill. Oh, so I should be building decks to do counters. Yeah, I feel like counters do the same regardless of what weapon I've got equipped. Oh, I'm out of bullets again. Yeah, the poison's really frustrating. Once when you're hit by high damage and poison, you can't just tough through until you've got a moment. It has to be dealt with immediately. The partnership led to Henrik's tragically long life. Interesting. And I'll tell you what, now that I'm in a real fight, I really wish I'd bothered to get a proper meal this morning. I don't have the energy for doing double dance damage. I can feel my stomach getting emptier with each parry that I do. Oh, a Molotov cocktail. Nice. Oh. That was a little clumsy. Most bosses at least have altered movesets. It mostly feels like the bosses just get faster and faster as the fight goes on. You get the practice phase to learn when their parries come through. And then after a while they stop giving you time to prepare yourself for parries, they just expect you to do it. I suppose Gascoigne's two forms were very, very different. But like I guess what I'm saying is his third form was very similar to the blood-starved beast. It was just a big thing that kept attacking you really fast. You parry it faster, you get eaten. Hey Gump, how are you doing today? I guess it kind of makes sense that he'd turn into something like the blood-starved beast since he's giving in to his beast form. Although I suppose there's probably a lot of different kinds of beasts that I've not seen. So far most beasts are just big angry things. Maybe I get into weirder stuff later. The only really weird thing I've seen so far was when Cthulhu crushed me outside the cathedral. And I got insight out of that and I didn't even die, so it was a fairly benevolent encounter. Quick way to farm vials and bullets? As long as it's not spoilers of anything, sure, let me know. It's a thing that I can get to now. Although I'm remembering I've got a lot of cold blood. Cold blood dew. I could probably just burn all of that to buy as much as I can. Towards the aqueduct and the warehouse. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. They're right next to the lantern and there's a good cluster of them. Are you guaranteed to get 6 vials from the werewolves? Maybe I should be chilling out there more often then. Shining coins. I can't wait to find a shop. Yeetus McFetus, my beatus. Hi, how are you doing? Having a good day? I think about it. I've not played the third one yet, but it's maybe a little disappointing that you can't actually do anything with all the coins you find in Dark Souls, other than consume them for luck. Like, I know coins are worthless in the Outlands, and there's not much use an undead could ever have for them. But they're presumably still used in the human lands? And you meet regular humans in every one of the games I've played. You'd think that maybe there'd be one who you could trade coins with to get stuff from those lands, and they'd take the coins back. I don't know, just idly thinking. Would have made for an interesting shop. Read item descriptions. Yeah, I've seen the coins in this one. Talk about how, you'll be able to spend them in the market if dawn ever comes. Ah, stop it! Settle down. Sit! Yeah, I've done a couple of bosses. I've done the first one, and I've done Father Gascoigne. And the guy with the Gatling gun and the grenade launcher, who I'm going to continue to pretend is a boss. Oh. The guy with the Gatling gun? Yeah, he was horrific. His grenade launcher does so much damage and so hard to dodge. Fortunately for that fight, I chose to summon the most powerful ally in the game, Gravity. You cheese him every time. Probably by doing what I did and knocking him off the edge. Our greatest ally and our greatest foe. Actually, I'm not sure I've died of falling damage in this game. Falling damage seems fairly mild in this one. Lady with the rag on her head. Don't think I've met that one. Actually, no, let's not return. Let's go down that other route that was mentioned. I think that's down this way. Just wait. Yeah, I hope there's more turrets to come. Yeah, I ended up knocking that guy off the cliff because he got too close to the edge. Then was slightly displeased to find that his stuff was floating in midair halfway down the building after I beat him. But fortunately somebody told me how I could just quit and reload to get it to move to a place that could be reached. Is that Chalice boss? Okay, I don't really know. I've not got chalices yet, so I don't really know much about how they work, but I've gathered that they're like randomly generated dungeons. Oh, okay, calm down. Leave me be! I've done nothing to you! About the story and lore. I'm not really sure. I've picked up like little bits. I don't know what originally brought on this curse. Obviously everything's all about blood. The people here specialize in blood magic, but every now and then there's a night where all the beasts come out. Probably caused by them goofing around with blood. And, there's different groups of hunters whose job it is to put a stop to the knights. I know that there's the healing church hunters and there's the powder keg hunters. And, it's an NPC right next to the lantern. I did miss that. I don't know whether that counts as a spoil, though. Let me buy up as many extras as I can. Please consider yourself gently chided or not, according to your own preference. Everyone misses it? Okay. Eileen? I don't think so. I don't recognize the name. Timeout hammer is ready. I mean, just if you see something that's a spoiler, ban and unban the person. That way it deletes their message, but they can still type. Because people might not realize necessarily that they're spoiling stuff.
Oh, you must be a hunter.
But yeah, if I'm missing something really obvious and really useful that would make my life incredibly easy, I'd encourage you guys to not tell me. Let me suffer and laugh at me.
You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
So yeah, what I've gathered is that hunters are normally outsiders who've come to this place for the local blood healing. I guess having to become a hunter is the price you pay for their blood magic.
You
You saw that evil grin? Did I have an evil grin?
Before
I'm not sure what I was evil grinning at. Oh, okay.
no use of it, but perhaps you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, proportional response, Buzz. If somebody's just slipped up, then just delete their message. But if somebody's deliberately spoiling things, then do what you have to.
I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
I wonder if... the blood here has magical healing properties, but slowly turns you into a beast, maybe? So when the night comes, the people who lived here and have been on blood all their life, they either hide inside or go mad. But an outsider like me, who's relatively new to blood, we can travel the streets relatively safely. So they rely on us to do the hunting? Recent YouTube video about the flame sprayer. Is the flame sprayer a meme weapon? How did I get that cape? Which one am I wearing? The burnt one? I think I'm wearing the burnt one. It was in old Yharnam. It was a full set of burnt gear. Fire resistant. Someone went arcane build and shredded everything in the game with fire. That does sound entertaining. Maybe for this fight I want to go... maybe I'll change my gear around. See if I can get some poison resistance together. Full Gascoigne set then. So I think this guy, Gascoigne must have been an outsider who came here for blood treatment and became a hunter, but he stayed too long and the blood started to affect him too. Flame sprayer. Still uses bullets, apparently. Sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the beasts of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. I don't think I'm going to try that out here, but I might try it out later. Oh, actually, the charred thing might have been what I got in the chest burrs that you were asking about. In the, you remember you said there was a place I found where you'd never noticed when you played it? On the little square near where the Gatling gun man is. Oh yeah, this is absolutely Ash Lake. One of those trees has Dark Souls at the top of it. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Demon Souls and Sekiro are probably up there too. Well, I don't know about Sekiro. I've not played it yet. I don't know whether it fits into the same multiverse. I have to play it and see if there's bonfires and Titanite bugs and all the other things that are apparently shared. Yeah. So I think I'm going to burn all of my Cold Blood Dew, buy as many... oh, I should have to use multiple. Buy as much supplies as I can get. And then we'll try and get serious about this. Crossover game would be cool. It would be neat. It went, yeah, just simply entitled Soulsborne. The Crisis in the Ash Lake. Elden Ring? Yeah, I know almost nothing about Elden Ring, but somehow my brain still associates it more with Soulsborne than Sekiro does. The VidCon? Yeah, I didn't see what that was about, but I'll have to trust Burrs on it. Use the red jeweled brooch? I'm holding onto it because I don't know if it belongs to somebody. It says I can use it to get a special item, but I'm waiting to see if there's somebody who needs it. VidCon? Oh, the trailer for it? I don't know. I pretty much never watch trailers. I'm very spoiler averse. I should have bought some antidotes while I was at it. That would have been smart. Oh yeah, that's fair. Alright. Set up with supplies. Let's go see how this goes. I mean, if I'd seen the name and you followed it up with, hey, don't say the final boss's name, then that would definitely be spoilers. But as it is, all I've seen is that the final boss has a name. Releasing more footage soon? Cool. I feel weirdly excited for Elden Ring. I'm not sure why. Although I am very disappointed that they changed their name. I started out really enthused for it. Then they changed the name and I was like, eh. But I'm starting to get back that excitement. Yeah, when it was... Before the official release, they talked about it using a different name. I think they were going to call it Great Rune. I know people were talking about it as Great Rune for a long time. And then they changed it to Elden Ring, which just doesn't sound as catchy. I'd gotten to like the previous name, you know? No. Elden Ring itself was going to be called Great Rune. That's not the final boss's name. They changed the name of the game itself. Maybe I just like... Maybe the only reason I like Great Rune better is because I heard it first and I got used to it. And then they changed it on me. Sit down. Ah, camera, please! Okay. Guess I can't counter those as easily. Oh wait, is this the one you meant, Gumph? The lady with the rag on her head? Skin Flap Susie. I didn't realize you were talking about this boss. Yeah, exactly one. The FromSoft kind of have this obsession with making all of their settings go around in a circle. And putting Ring in the title doesn't bode well. Okay. Like, my favorite games are the ones where they do something fresh. Oh, okay. That felt different. Wow, okay. That... It took a little touch of poison to do it, but that attack 100 to 0'd me. Was not ready. But yeah, like, when I played the first Dark Souls, I really liked it. But then I played Demon Souls, and in my opinion, Demon Souls does everything Dark Souls does better. You play them back to back and you can see just how much in Dark Souls is just copied straight across from Demon Souls. There's very little original stuff there, it felt like. Controversial opinion. There's a lot of Dark Souls is from Demon Souls. A lot of it feels like the same areas and bosses reskinned. Most of the lore is original, which I still like. But yeah, it feels very familiar playing through them both side by side, or back to back as it was. And I don't know, I liked Demon Souls a lot better than I liked Dark Souls, so Dark Souls is relegated to being the unpopular copy for me. So yeah, unpopular opinion, I liked Dark Souls 2 a lot more than Dark Souls 1. Because they did new stuff in Dark Souls 2.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Yeetus McFetus my Beatus. Welcome to the failings. Appreciate it. Well, that could have gone better. Well, I never angered the doggo. I should just use the axe for this bit. Stuck on Ornstein and Smough. I think probably most people would agree that Ornstein and Smough is the hardest fight in Dark Souls. Like for the level that you're at when you get to it, obviously. It's the wake up boss. If you can beat Ornstein and Smough, you can beat the game. Open world Dark Souls sounds a bit scary though. Yeah, I have a mixed history with open world games. It depends how they play it out. I like Dark Souls 2 more than Dark Souls 1. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 had a lot to recommend it, except I didn't like the DLCs much. The DLCs felt really uninspired. Again, controversial opinion, a lot of people say the DLCs are the best bits. Yeah, Demon Souls Remastered would be really nice. It's in a bit of a weird place ownership-wise, because it was made by FromSoft but belongs to Sony. Oh boy, okay, this one's not going so well. So yeah, Sony would have to be the ones to remaster it. Which is probably gonna happen eventually. But because it'll make them money. But it's not a project I think that Sony are super excited about. They'd either have to remaster it themselves or pay FromSoft to remaster it, and I can't see them paying FromSoft. Similarly, that's why there's never going to be a Demon Souls 2. From one or the either Sony would have to pay FromSoft to make it, or FromSoft would have to pay Sony to give them the rights. And both companies can make more money elsewhere. That should have been a counter. I've been robbed. I think at this point... Oh boy. No, 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 please. Okay, never mind. He does so much damage. Yeah, there just seems to be a lot of noise about Bloodborne 2 lately. I don't know if it's a thing they're considering. But I mean, like Demon Souls, a lot of the rights to Bloodborne belong to Sony as well as FromSoft. Go get more bullets. FromSoft sold... I believe FromSoft gave part of the rights to Sony in exchange for Sony funding the development of the engine that they made Bloodborne from. And then they went on to use that engine for Dark Souls 3. So Bloodborne was kind of a sacrifice game. They just made this to get a free engine for Dark Souls 3. Every time he gets low, yeah. Well, he gets a lot more aggressive in his last form. It seems like you get poisoned just by being near him in his last... In his last form, I don't think you can avoid being poisoned. I think you just have to beat him faster than he can kill you. Hi, Zephyr Stones. And, Rip, I'm sorry. Wait, what? Wheelchair all the way for you? You race the game in the wheelchair. I can't wait to unlock that upgrade. Alright, see if I can get some bullets. Yeah, I wish I got stronger when I was on low health. Although I suppose, I mean, there's those rings in Dark Souls that make you stronger when you're badly injured. And I never use those, so I suppose I can't really grumble. I hear that the OP is all heck, though. Speedrunners stay on low health the whole game for the sole purpose of using those. Raise my blood level, as in just level up my stats? Yeah, I've done that before. All bosses are equipped with red tier stone rings. You guys coming? I was told that you can be easily cheesed stood in this doorway. Let's see how that works out for me. Yeah, that does seem like it's going pretty well. Sadly, you're not going to have Quicksilver bullets, but I feel like killing you while I'm here. Ah! But yeah, I've got a few levels on me. I can show you my stats if you want. New monitor, nice. Where are my stats? Use RTSR in PvP? What is RTSR? So yeah, I've not leveled up that much. There's mostly been interesting stuff to buy instead, but I've got a few levels. I put a bit into strength so I could use the Kirk hammer, and then didn't use the Kirk hammer. .7 is not bad for a computer monitor. Myself. I wonder if this path is easier to get through backwards. Maybe I can plow through a little faster and get some bullets off of these guys. Yeah, my main monitor. I'm not sure actually how big it is. But I have had smaller TVs. I treated myself to quite a large one ages back, and it's lasted me. I have a second monitor, but that one's a lot smaller. I mean, I don't really need the second one to be big. Games were on the first one. The second one is for chat. You guys are tiny in importance compared to the game. Heck, you should consider yourself lucky that you've got a monitor to be on. I think the best thing about this axe compared to the spear is that they can knock you out of spear attacks, but they can't knock you out of axe attacks. At least these guys can't. With the spear, if they hit me mid-attack, I'm stunned, and things go downhill very quickly. But with the axe, if they hit me mid-attack, then my attack goes through anyway, and I instantly heal from what they did to me. Spear? Yeah, I've been using the rifle spear. This is what I'm using for the boss because I can counter with it. But for regular enemies, the axe is definitely my go-to. I've not really played around with the threaded cane, but I mean, it looks awesome. So stylish. A gentleman's weapon. You're like level 10 and you're using the cane. Oh, and you're on the same boss as me? Yeah, you've definitely got the harder fight then. That guy's in plain sight and he still gets me. Stealth 100. Oh. Fire paper and threaded cane. Oh yeah, I've got some fire paper, haven't I? You know, I was about to say I could use that for the boss, but then again, I'm not even attacking with my weapon for the boss. I'm just doing straight up counters. Bare hands. That was close. Yeah, it almost went downhill on me. Nothing beats the Axe's charged R2. It's the best R2 I've seen so far. When you kill like 5 enemies with one charged R2, you know, you're feeling good. Spin to win! LHB charged R2? I don't think I've got LHB. Whatever that is. Those initials don't bring anything to mind. Oh, you meant best amongst starting weapons, fair. Best amongst the weapons I've found so far. Although obviously I'm still very early on. The best linear R2. Yeah, straight line attack. I mean, that's what a spear's for, I guess. Oh, do I need to fix my weapons while I'm here? Couldn't hurt to have a look. Yeah, rifle spear's a bit battered. Yeah, I've not really practiced using it, to be fair. I was having trouble getting the hang of the timing on the rifle spear's R2. Because you advance while using it, It goes a lot further than it looks like, so I kept waiting too late to charge it up. Oh, it's not this landing where that guy is. Not that I hit him anyway. To be fair, me hitting most things tends to be optimistic. Ah, yeah. This is a sneaking mission snake. The dog probably didn't hear that. I was very quiet, and dogs are notorious for having bad hearing. Okay. Have at you. Also my souls. I guess I'll pick those up? Yeah, see, I specialize in using a gun, so it's important I stay very close to this guy. Oh. Excuse me? Where are you going? Oh. Thank you, camera angles. Not my best run. Wonder who they were when they were human. Dave, a man that made tops. This sounds like absolute true law to me. I can believe this. The famous top man. Because it's always rainy in this part of Yharnam, you know? For some reason it always seems a little more miserable. People need tops. I mean, presumably he came from Old Yharnam if he's down here. So he must have been here for a long time. This place has all been cordoned off for ages, right? Was the first hunt in Old Yharnam and that's why they had to burn it down? Because they were absolutely unprepared for it? It was something like that, right? This is the site of a failed hunt. Same Dave that runs the comedy TV channel. I've never watched the comedy TV channel. But I kind of feel like the The fact that the comedy TV channel thought that it would be funny to name their channel Dave doesn't speak well for the quality of comedy to be found on that channel. Like, yeah, what if a TV channel had a person's name? That'd be hilarious. Like, try a little harder, maybe? Yeah, I wonder where I left my soul. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I mean, I'd like to build up a stockpile of souls. Like, if I get a decent amount, maybe I could get a level up out of it, but... Are we personally attacking Bloodstarved Beast? Oh, because we don't like Bloodstarved Beast TV channel? Well, I'm saying that's the assumption I've always had, but now I understand that it was named Dave because the owner was named Dave. It's Dave's channel. So I have to retract my complaints. Imagine if the... I don't know, is the beast being blood-starved making it easier or harder? More vicious, perhaps. But yeah, perhaps in its prime, this thing was truly something to fear. Before it grew weak. Come here. Come on, old skin flaps. Oh, okay, here we go. Fighting for real now. Ah! Okay, that was a cheap shot. Are you serious? This guy's cheesing me harder than I cheesed the Gatling gun guy. See, the illness that caused the mutation turned into an epidemic of such proportions that they're forced to quarantine the area and burn everyone in it. Yeah, that seems, seems pretty legit. That's basically what they say happens. The area was quarantined and burned because they lost complete control of the hunt in that area. Back away and firebomb it to death? Maybe. I mean... Firebombs feel so cheap, you know? Knocking a guy off a cliff is cheese, but firebombing a guy is cheap. You know, beating them with a bought item for burst damage? It's like confessing that you can't beat them in regular gameplay. Why am I in dialogue? Because the doll is snoring, okay.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
Yeah, just
Farewell,
checking you're
good
okay,
hunter.
mostly. Do I have any blood cocktail? I think so. These things? Yeah, it's definitely the third form where it's falling down. I mean, that time it's because he caught me off guard with his explosion move. I didn't know he had that. And then that set me up perfectly for getting hit by the second move. So hopefully I won't fall for that again. But yeah, I think I just need to be... If I can just parry my way through the third phase... Because he's really aggressive, he'll give me lots of chances for parry. If I can pull them off and just ignore the poison, I can probably kill him faster than he can poison me. I just gotta get good. Yeah, in the third form he's just... Earlier forms I can cure myself with antidotes. In the third form, I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna get poisoned again. It's exposing myself to damage for no gain. Well, she's just coming along a little strong, Zephyr. You know, maybe ask me out to coffee first. What was that attack? That was some serious big bad wolf stuff it had going on. Ah! Getting those arms up by its head. Do you think the brick ogres are that big before they get cursed? Are there a lot of big guys around Yharnam? Heck, for all I know, ogres are a normal part of this setting. Like, maybe they're just normally fairly big guys who work as laborers and identify with that strength, and so that's the form they take on. But I mean, this is a setting with magic and shape-shifting and stuff. It's not like this was a normal Victorian-era city until the hunt came along. So heck, maybe there are giants and dwarves and stuff going on around here. Maybe this place really was just like Dark Souls until they reached the Victorian era and goofed around with blood. Half-giants have just become a normal part of society. All the big guys were named Jim. The race of Jims. The Jim folk. Having lots of names was too confusing for them, so the ogres all just chose to call themselves Jim. I feel like I've read that somewhere. I've got this half-formed memory in my mind. A sci-fi story or something like that? This alien race with not a lot of personal identity. Normally individuals don't have names, and the humans ask them to have names so that the humans can tell them apart. Because that's not normally an issue for them. So they all give each other the same name. I guess they just don't understand the concept. Sure, we're now all Jim of the race of such and such. I can't place it, but I'm sure I've seen that somewhere. Hello down there. You wanna come up here and fight me? I'd go down there, but it's mildly inconvenient. Whoop. The gate in the middle? The one that the brick golem is the brick ogre is hammering on? Yeah, that would be convenient. I don't think there's a way to do it though. It looks pretty busted. I think if it could be opened, then the ogre would have opened it by now. How did I fight Papa G? Pretty much exclusively with counters. Pistol in one hand, axe in the other. I started out by trying to fight his first form with the two-handed axe, and then I realized that it was quite easy to counter him. So I did it that way instead. But kept dying to his second form when I tried my axe against his axe. Then I realized I was better off using counters against his giant axe, so I switched to using that instead, but kept dying to his third form when his beast was still faster than my giant axe. So I resorted to shooting his third form. And you know what? It turns out that shooting people is a really valid battle strategy. Daddy Gaza did not like being shot. Most people don't. Tell you what, I am starving, and I can feel my reactions going dull from how hungry I am. Actually, I've just noticed the time. Okay, let's go have one or two more goes at the blood-starved beast. Buy as many bullets as I can, and then when I'm out of bullets, I'm gonna have to head off, guys. Yeah, in his human form, Gascoigne does a lot of rolling, which clearly tells you when he's about to attack and lets you counter him. Then in his beast form, I didn't think I'd be able to parry it, because I guess coming over from Dark Souls, the bigger things are harder to parry. And also it's so fast, I didn't think I'd have time to do it. But actually, the speed makes it easier to parry in a lot of ways. You can't get enough hits to drain health back off of him. So you just gotta block those hits instead. It'd be cool if I could beat the Bloodstained Beast right at the end of this session. But I can't stick around for too long because I've got to walk up to the GP's office. I was supposed to get a call from my doctor this morning, and it's 4:30 my time now. And no phone call, so I just need to go make sure that nothing's gone wrong. It said they'd either ring yesterday or today, and no phone calls, so we'll see. Yeah, in beast form he's always attacking. That's why you've got a parry, you've got no time to do anything else. Actually, I maybe kinda like that about the bosses in this game. They don't necessarily get more dangerous in their final forms, they just get more aggressive. Because they're more desperate, I guess. It's less like in Dark Souls, where bosses will start using their real weapons, or glowing red and using their magic or what have you, when they're badly injured, and you wonder why didn't they do that before. In this case, they're just mixing it up because they can see what they're doing isn't working. That makes sense. Lady M much? Not sure I get the reference. Yeah, no. If it's a later boss thing, then yeah, no spoils. Well, there is always a secret joy in a video game when you realize that the enemy is the one afraid of you. Yeah, to be fair, I've only seen... This is the third boss I've seen. So I might be talking a load of crap. Yeah, I think Yeetus is being fair. He's using a name that you guys would recognize, but I wouldn't. I certainly didn't get any information out of that. Like, I like to be fairly strict on spoils, but I also don't want to be the tyrant shutting down chat, you know? But yeah, like in, if you guys have ever played Final Fantasy VIII... Oh. Felt like I hit the counter hit there, but it didn't go through. Oh boy. This is the thing with this guy. He's quite easy to parry and shut down and everything, but he gets one hit on me and I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay. Let me get into open space and reset. Oh. Ah, yeah. Yeah, like the main villain in Final Fantasy VIII is very smug, calm, smooth, and charming throughout pretty much the entire game. Until you actually meet her for the final boss fight, when she's a frothing lunatic, shrieking and freaking out, and saying all kinds of insane things, and is utterly unlike she is for the rest of the game. And it's because she's terrified of you. You've smashed through everything she's thrown at you all game, and now you're in her home, fighting her head on. You almost feel bad for her. Your playstyle is more miss you with that stuff. I mean, I've tried rolling past him and hitting him from behind. And, I mean, it kind of works. Maybe it's just because you've practiced it more and you're better at it than me. But when he gets to his third form, I cannot dodge fast enough to actually attack from behind. I just end up in a dodge loop until I run out of stamina and die. Maybe if I had a faster weapon. Yeah, another example that you feel less sorry for. What's his name? Sundowner in Metal Gear Revengeance. He talks a real smug game about how he's way better than you. And in his fight, he's really confident and smug about how he's invincible. But look at the way he fights. His fighting style relies mainly around hiding behind a shield. And he does that more and more as the fight goes on. And once you take the shield away from him, he's instantly calling in airstrikes and allies and all kinds of nonsense. And he flattens the building that he's supposed to defend to try and take you down. That's pure panic. If he thinks he can beat you, he would not be doing that. You don't feel sorry for him because he's the smuggest dude ever and he's utterly hateable. But yeah, he's not confident in that fight. And once you realize that, it changes how you feel about the whole thing. So yeah, I like that in a game when they hit you with that unexpected feeling. You're the real monster here. They should be afraid of you. I'm better at parries than you? It's the first time that's been said. In Dark Souls, you're always the parry pro. Oh. I feel like this is the first Soulsborne game where I'm getting good at parries. Where I'm mostly using parries. Oh, come on. That was perfectly timed, I just missed the shot. Like, I parried a little in Dark Souls 1. Some enemies were easier to parry than others. I beat Gwyn with parries, because he's super vulnerable to those. But I definitely wasn't like a parry build or anything. Oh, please stop. Come on. Oh no. Okay. Oh, what? You can't transform at the end of one of your combos. It has to be when I've just damaged you. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I'm out of bullets. Oh man. That secondary hero movement, that secondary hero movie death. When the guy who's not the main character is mopping the floor with the monster, and then brings up his gun and there's just a click. And his eyes go wide for just a second before it finishes him off, guaranteeing that the real hero will get the chance to have the battle. That one stung. That one hurt me inside. Alright, one more try. One more try and then I've got to go, guys. This is all or nothing. Oop, okay. All in on this one. Uh-oh. Okay, this may rapidly turn into 2 more tries because I'm fighting a bunch of werewolves now. Top 10 sneaking mission fails. Guy sneaking into the enemy base while a werewolf runs directly at him from behind. We'll call that one a mulligan. That one doesn't count. It was 1 more try at the boss. I have to get to the boss for it to be at the boss. At least it's not that far to get to the boss. Let me tell you, the last bit of Dark Souls I was doing, it's the DLC in Dark Souls 2, where in the Snow DLC. There's a bit where you have to run across a snowfield to get to a boss, and even once you've killed every enemy in the area to the point where they stopped respawning, it still takes like a solid 10 minutes to sprint to the boss every time. It's horrific. Okay, we're gonna do this time. We're running out of bullets. We're not running out of health vials. To be fair, for most of Dark Souls 2, I felt like the enemy was harder than the boss. Most bosses in Dark Souls 2 were kind of easy. But enemies, not so much. Bloodborne is maybe a little more balanced on that front. Oh, okay, excellent start. Yeah, now it's time for the win. I've stalled out all this time to keep you guys hooked. But now I need to win for real, so that you guys will come back for next episode when we explore new things. Okay. That worked out better in my head, I have to say. Get some more bullets while he's transforming. High int plays. Almost got me killed. Pure luck that I didn't die. Okay. Oh no! One more. One more. Last one for real this time, because I really do have to go. Yeah, that grab one hit kills me from full health. And that grab's his fastest move. He leads up to that way less than he does with the other attacks. That grab is nasty. If that grab was his only attack, there'd be no way to beat this boss. Okay. I think one set of bonus bullets before I go in is enough. I'm not going to mess around with those once the fight starts this time. It's frustrating because I technically do survive the grab itself. But I die of poison instantly afterwards, and that attack always poisons me. So if I had just a little bit more health, I'd have maybe time to heal before the poison got me. Okay. Come on. What? Why was that not a visceral? I'm outraged. Got robbed. See, I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of parries, but both parries and rolls feel very different in their timing compared to Dark Souls. Oh. No, no, no. What? Why didn't I... I hit the heal button and he didn't heal. Come on, I just need a little bit of space. Okay. On. Oh, what the? I can't even see. No! Come on, that hit him! That's outrageous. I absolutely hit that parry timing on his last attack. I got robbed. Alright, well. Really thought I had that one. Alright, I'll need more bullets and more antidotes before I can do that again. So I don't really have time to do that now, I'm afraid. Dang, that was close. I feel like we've got that guy. Next time, when I've hopefully slept better and got some food in me, I think we can get him.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for being here. Alright, well that's gotta be me for now. I need to get to the GP's office and figure out what's happening before they close. But thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. We got a little stuck towards the end, but we made quite a bit of progress today. And most importantly, I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys did as well. So yeah, next time I'm going to be playing Bloodborne will be Tuesday afternoon. Monday afternoon I'll be playing Skyrim. But I'll be back in about 3 hours when we'll be doing our Friday night team stream. There'll be a few of us playing some games together. Maybe some League or some CSGO, something like that. So yeah, thanks for being here, everybody, and hope to see you again. Yeah, it's been cool hanging out with all of you, and meeting a lot of new faces. Yeetus, one. Zephyr. So it's been good. And I think we've seen Gumph before, but it was good to see him again. So yeah, nice to meet you all. Let's see, who's online? Not a lot of people seem to be around. There's a guy doing a fail Bloodborne playthrough. I feel like we have to say hello. Let's go see how they're doing. So yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. Until next time.